Jack, I don't want to take credit for it, but I'll take credit for it. How would you explain this week so far?
It's first of all great to be with you, Dan. Enjoy your show. I've enjoyed your work for a long time. A couple of Ohio guys, so that's a good thing. Um, the most obvious aspect of it is if you had looked at the Rockies' first 50 games from college football strength of schedule, they had the toughest strength of schedule. I mean, they played all the first and second place teams. Um, and so that was an immediate challenge for a team that's in the process of trying to remake themselves. And so when they played the Marlins the past 3 days, it was the first time in 5 weeks that they had played a team below 500. And so they were able to match up a little better. It's still going to be a challenge because of where they are talent wise, but at least we'll thank the Dan Patrick Show for getting the Rockies 3 wins.
But going to work, and, baseball is about hope, and we always, have hope for our team, and everybody thinks they can win in spring training, but you're going there every single day. And, chances are we're going to lose. How do you approach your job and try to keep that momentum, enthusiasm, excitement, and hope up every single game?
That's a great question. I was fortunate, kind of in a backhanded way, if you will, when I started with the Indians back in 1985. Three of my first 7 seasons covering the Indians, they lost more than 100 games. And so I learned early on in my play-by-play time, if you will, to really compartmentalize. The great Joe Tate, may he rest in peace, who was my first baseball partner, outstanding basketball announcer in the Basketball Hall of Fame for his work with the Cavaliers. Joe said to me, he goes, baseball's a 162 chapter book. All you do is worry about the chapter that night. And maybe one of the best things he said, you can be an awful team and you're going to still win 50, 60 games. So you tell yourself, oh, tonight's one of the nights we're going to win. You get all excited, you do it. And then if you don't win, you leave the ballpark feeling even better because your odds have just improved by a game that you're still going to win 50 or 60.
Do you bring it home with you when you lose?
No, well, my wife might disagree with that. I think I've learned to separate it. I mean, I'll feel it. I was a college athlete and I've always been competitive. So when you aren't winning, yes, it does impact on you because you build a relationship with those players and coaches. But again, that's the beauty of baseball, Dan, is the next day you start over again. And who knows, this is a game that day where Kyle Freeland's going to go 7 innings and pitch great like he did yesterday for the Marlins, or Hunter Goodman hits a couple of home runs, and so that's what fortifies you, if you will.